Hollywood in the Motor City. Lights, camera, A-list actors filming right here in Detroit.
The film we're talking about, the story of White Boy Rick, and the Oscar-nominated producer spoke only with Local 4 defender Kevin Dietz.
Shooting has begun. The first scene shot right here in Detroit. And while some fans have seen the movie's big star Matthew McConaughey around town, it was his trip to a Michigan prison to meet face-to-face with inmate Rick Wershe that will have everyone buzzing. You are behind the scenes of a major Hollywood movie, the filming right here in Detroit. Cars from the 1970s roll down Grand River, being filmed by drones flying above. Inside this people mover car, Matthew McConaughey shooting the first scenes of the White Boy Rick movie.
Look, Detroit's a character in the movie, you know. It's a character in the story.
Scott Franklin is producing the movie White Boy Rick, which chronicles the tale of a young Richard Wershe, who at just 14 years old was paid by police to snitch on drug dealers on Detroit's east side.
And finding out that it was a true story, it was just fascinating.
Franklin has produced many big movies and has been nominated for an Oscar. He says this movie has drawn some of the biggest names in Hollywood because the story is so incredible.
It's not necessarily even, the injustice that's been done to him since, but, that trained FBI agents and law enforcement and police officers would actually manipulate a 14-year-old kid to the extent that they did. I mean, when they met Rick, he'd never seen a drug. He'd never sold a drug.
Rick Wershe was paid over $30,000 by police before his 16th birthday. When they stopped paying for information, he started selling drugs. He was busted at age 17 and has been in prison ever since. He is now 47 years old. Matthew McConaughey plays his father in the movie. On Thursday, the Hollywood megastar checked into the Oaks Correctional Facility in Manistee, Michigan for a face-to-face prison meeting with inmate Rick Wershe.
It was awesome. He's real down to earth. I love him. Nice guy. I think he'll do great playing the part of my father. I think he's real passionate about the story, and he sees, the injustice in it. We all talked, laughed, took some pictures. We shared some moments. We talked about, a lot of things. I couldn't have a better day in prison right now. It was a good meeting, and I came out of it feeling even better. To be honest, it makes me feel like he genuinely cares. He could have done this project and went on, and for someone that's been in prison for 30 years, you really don't think that people care about you anymore. And these people don't have to care about me. They don't need to care about Rick Wershe, but they do.
Rick Wershe will be played by a 15-year-old kid from Baltimore who has never acted. The producer calls it a life-changing experience.
We did a screen test. We put him with Matthew. The kid really brings it. He's got great confidence. Looks great on camera. But it's amazing. I mean, he really, he holds his own in the room.
The majority of the movie is going to be shot in Cleveland. That's because of Ohio's generous movie tax credits. The movie's scheduled to open in January. Rick Wershe is hoping to get a parole hearing this summer. The parole board will make a decision on that soon. Kevin Dietz, Defenders.
And he's hoping the Hollywood attention will help him win his freedom. They're going to have to wait to write the ending maybe to see if that happens.
I think we've seen so many stories. When we see the movie, we're going to know exactly if it's fact-based right down to the letter or not. Right.